They made it from a liquid found in some trees, like in the picture. Then scientists found a way to make rubber in their labs. This kind of rubber is called synthetic rubber. It is an example of another kind of resource. It is a synthetic resource. See the little scientist man? These are the scientists that made it. This is synthetic resource, like you're making it. You're making the resource. A synthetic resource is not found in nature. It is made by people. So there's two kinds of resources. What are they? Natural resources
and
synthetic resources. Can people get more of it? Some natural resources can be replaced. Others cannot be replaced. If you cut down a tree, what happens? It's gone, but then can you ever get another tree?
Yeah.
You can plant a new tree, right? If you cut down a tree, you can plant another one. But if you keep pumping out oil out of a well, someday it will run dry. You cannot get more oil from the same place, so you might have to go somewhere else and look for oil. Okay, so this has two. It doesn't have the vocabulary words on there. A tree or something that you can get more of is called a renewable resource. Who has renewable resource? A renewable resource goes like this. Because you use it and then you get more. You use it and you can get more, just like recycling, renewable resource. What's an example of a renewable resource? Abigail and Chuck, please pay attention still. What's an example of a renewable resource? Charles. You can look on the page. What's renewable in this picture? Yep, you can grow another one, a renewable. Can anyone think of anything else that's a renewable resource? Jordy? A flower? Yeah, if you're using a flower for something, do you have an idea, Jonah? It's kind of hard to just think of it. Montreal, can you see the book from over there? Come and sit over here, please.
Animals, they get birth.
Great, yeah. Tyson?
Your fingernails.
Your fingernail? What do you use your fingernail? Your fingernail's not a resource. Water is a renewable resource because even when we use it up, then it still gets recycled, doesn't it? If you use water to wash your dishes, I feel like people are not paying attention.
I am.
If you use water to wash your dishes, where does it go afterwards? Down the drain. Do you know where it goes after that?
Into a pipe.
Yep, it goes into a pipe, and it goes somewhere where we clean the water and we use it again. Water doesn't ever disappear. Sometimes it dries up, and what happens later? Maybe you haven't learned about this. It'll rain down eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. How about non-renewable resource? Who has that?
No,
A non-renewable resource. That was oil, right? Because we use it up and it's gone. So we have to be careful. This is non-renewable resource. Because you use it and it goes down, down, and you run out. Okay? That's a non-renewable resource. Changing the environment. Jonah had environment. Do you have something to say? You forgot? That's okay. Changing the environment. I don't need everyone to hold on. Just Chaco, please. The natural world around you is called the environment. This is environment because it's all around you. Environment. It's all around, but it's only what grows by itself. It's not the things that we build. School? Well, school. No, it's not the environment. Land, water, plants, animals, and people are all part of the environment. People change their environment to build homes, roads, and businesses. They cut down trees or smooth away hills. People drill wells for water, build dams across rivers, and drain swamps. Okay, so we're going to talk about this.
Fish, I see fish. I see birds, mammals,
it coming on? Can you see it yet?
Reptile. There's no light.
Is it coming?
Hey, yeah, it's coming.
Oh, good.
Oh, I see a light up.
Okay.
I see it.
So we see on this page, we talked about ways that the environment gives us things that we need. So here we have this chart. Well, that is hard to see, isn't it? Or can you see it okay?
We can kind of see it. No, fully we can kind of.
Okay, so on this side it has ways the environment helps people. What were some ways that we talked about that the environment helps us? I'm going to draw sticks. Joel, what was one of the things we talked about? What are some resources we get from nature? Water, great. What do we use the water for? Drinking, yeah. So, we drink water. The environment has water and we use that. Let's see. Kalia. You can look at the book too if you don't have any. Animals. What do we do with animals? There's lots of different ways we use it. What's one? Okay. We eat animals. What else do we do with animals? Tacos. That's kind of us helping them. We also ride horses. Back before we had machines, we would use animals to pull our. They would pull our carts. Tyson.
Some farmers use it for milk.
Right? Yeah, we get milk from them. Exactly. That's great. Okay. Jordan, can you think of another way the environment helps us? What's one of those pictures on this left side page? This one or this one? What's in the picture? What is this?
Trees.
Trees. What do we use trees for?
To use wood.
Great. And do we build our houses with them?
Yeah.
We get wood from trees. Ethan.
The trees give us air.
And other plants do that too, right? Plants make oxygen for us.
Oxygen and then we become carbon. I don't know.
Plants make. Looking for at least one more that's right in our book. Abigail.
Oil.
Oil. What do we do with oil? It's kind of hard. Evan, do you know? For cars and to have power.
Or motorcycle.
Oil gives us power. Yep. Sometimes we use it for other things besides just cars. Okay. So we did that. That's good. That's how the environment helps us. What would we do if we didn't have all of these things?
Not live.
Yeah,
We would,
Triana, I have
if we didn't have trees, we would die.
You're right.
If
We
didn't
have to
plants
have all these things or we would have no way to get everything that we need.
to buy.
Okay, so here we just read that people change the environment. When you cut down a house, do you just build it right on top of the trees?
No.
Did I say cut down a house? Not build a house. We have to cut down the trees to build them there. Let's keep reading. Consequences. Does somebody have this card?
Yeah. He does. Tyson does.
Consequence. The motion for consequence goes like this. Because you do one thing and another thing happens. That's a consequence. No, you can't see them over there. Everything people do to land and resources has a consequence. For example, Mr. Cal and Joel. Check yourselves. For example, one important resource in our environment is plants. The roots of trees and other plants help hold the soil down. Have you seen roots when you study plants? Did you see how the roots, they go all through the soil and they hold it right there? The roots and trees help hold the soil down. If you cut down trees, the soil may blow away in the wind. Rain may wash away the soil. Losing soil is a consequence of people's actions. In this picture, some people have planted trees to replace the ones that they cut down. People recycle paper, plastic, and metals to save resources. In the past, people did many things to hurt the environment. Some countries made laws to protect the environment. People had to start to clean up the land and water. They had to find ways to keep the air and water clean. Because of the laws and people's actions, some parts of our environment are cleaner than they used to be. So there's good consequences and there's bad consequences, aren't there? What's a bad consequence that people have had on the environment? Melissa. What's a bad thing people have done to the environment? We hunt for animals. Sometimes that's bad because we kill too many animals, right?
They could be endangered.
Endangered animals, exactly. What's a good thing? A good thing people have done for the environment, Isaiah?
Pick up trash.
Pick up trash. Great. Okay, so now we're going to add to the other side that says ways people impact the environment, and that can be good or bad. Triana, you're the person I haven't called on yet. What's a way people impact the environment? It might be good and it might be bad.
They litter.
They litter. Great.
You need to.
Isaiah.
You watch the grass cut trees down.
Okay. Kill plants. There's good ones too. See if you can think of a good one. Ethan.
Sometimes people, I don't know if this counts for one of them already, but some people kill animals and, like, for example, like elephants. Sometimes they kill elephants and take their tusks.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Maybe.
they kind of show off.
Yeah, they kill too many animals when they shouldn't do it. Sometimes it's good to hunt so we don't have too many animals, but sometimes people hunt them too much, right? Okay, let's do two more. Abigail.
People cut down trees.
We said kill plants already. What's a good thing?
People pick up trash.
And heaven, what's another way people impact the environment? Here's one. People have
Plants to place.
Sometimes we plant trees, right? And that makes it better. Does anyone else have any more ideas that you've just been holding in and you haven't been called on? Triana?
Recycle.
Recycle. Great. Do you have another one, Jonah?
We don't use all the we don't use all the water that we just take enough water for like a year from the ground, and then every year we get more.
So we try to use just a little bit at a time. The word for that is conserve water. Can you say conserve water?
Conserve